OpTic Gaming on a 4-game winning streak here on the main stage. They're up 1-0 in the best of 5 versus Prophecy, but Prof looking to answer back, shut that streak down with a big win in S&D.
Yeah, the big problem they have, though, is it doesn't look like that streak's about to end anytime soon if they continue slaying like that. However, as you said, next game type is going to be Search and Destroy. Prophecy, I think, have looked pretty good at Search, so
they've looked great at
this could be a really, really close game because OpTic, as I said before, you know, it's like a switch is flicked in the back of their heads and they're back to playing Search and Destroy like absolute animals. I mean, Crim got an ace against Envy, right, in like the very first round. I mean, Crim has been, on pool play at least, was making some interesting decisions.
He was so aggressive
about it. Yeah, he was basically just running straight at the opposition spawn. And myself and Mr. X was sat there and we were analyzing on the analyst desk, and we're like, well, when you do the same thing every time,
you're
going to
get on to you.
Exactly. But then today, he's making every decision correct so far. So hopefully that continues.
OpTic has obviously worked out the kinks in their S&D game. They did beat Prof in S&D last time these two teams met up. Prof almost with the late game comeback, but OpTic was able to seal the deal. This is a totally different map, though. We're going to Solar, Search and Destroy. Lots of fast-paced action, potential for a lot of sniper over on that B-bomb site. We'll see if that's going to go down. Ben, we got to start off with a player from Prof. Who are you looking out for?
Has to be Parasite, I feel, on Search and Destroy. You know, he has been known in the past to have amazing Search and Destroy strats. You know, when he teamed with Killer Miracles, he definitely learned a lot, that's for sure. It's whether he can sort of pass that knowledge on to other teams. In actual fact, there's going to be OpTic Gaming on the attacking side.
Yep. And I just saw something special.
Oh, no,
we cannot watch Mr. Parasite. Nate Shot is going with some sniper action. Thermal out at the start here. And originally he had a thermal on a Val class.
He did, but he changed that out pretty quick because Crimsix and Scump already getting kills right there. So already legal Parasite have gone down. Formal as well has been replied to by Ricky, but Nate Shot being aggressive.
Fears is going to watch as Ricky's picked off, so not a good situation for Fears to find himself in 1v3 and OpTic just like that. Yeah, boom.
That was pretty quick.
Oh, did you want momentum? We got it.
Yeah, they definitely have momentum. That's one way of saying it. It's kind of like a steamroller, just rolling over teams right now if they continue like this. And look, there you go. Scumpy laughing, smiling in the booth. That's what you want to see.
It was missing Friday and Saturday night, that's for sure.
Even when they were winning rounds, they didn't look happy to be winning those rounds. Whereas today, it's like, hey, guys, let's win a championship.
You see the focus on Fears, talking it over with the squad. How are they going to get into this bomb site? Let's start things off with him. He's going to be running the double EXO. He's got his mute as well as overclock. Going to be charging with that bow on the right side over to B once again.
I just noticed Crim was actually 1 kill off the ace that round again. Imagine that back-to-back aces in the first round.
And look at this aggressive push. Legal already on top of Nade Shot. Going to pick off the sniper camo on Ricky. The cloak activated here. He's got 3 bars left, running out, and he was spotted. And just like that,
wow,
we're going to see the round.
Yeah, that was quick.
Prof?
Yeah.
All up in your business.
I like it. That's the best way to answer aggression. Answer it with aggression back. You know, we saw very, very quick pushes.
And Crim getting spotted there by Fears. He's going to shut it down. Fears picks up 2, and I really like that play call from Prof. They just sent 3 people sprinting. They kept Ricky on the back end, and it totally worked out. We're going back over to OpTic, though. They'll be on the attack next, and Crim, 3-1 is my player to watch.
Both Crimsix and Scumpy are now actually going to be using Exo Cloak. So both of them, you know, knowing, of course, that this Prof team have been using it all throughout every one of their games pretty much in Search and Destroy. They're like, hey, well, let's answer back by using it ourselves.
You were quite caught off guard by that when we saw Crim there in the kill cam.
I kind of was. I was like, wait a minute, is he using it? And then, you know, it's the best way of adapting. If you know your opposition going to do something and there is no set way of countering it, you use it yourself. So,
Parasite just blew up on a car. He slammed in the car and blew up. So it is now a 2-on-3. Fears and Legal left alive. OpTic moving over to that A-bomb site. Nade Shot's going to put it down. And here we go. OpTic's round to lose.
Nade Shot, after playing that bomb, is just trying to push out, and that's exactly what you want to do when that bomb does go down. Of course, Fears and Legal are going to be up as Nade Shot picks up that kill.
And going over to Scump here. Scump boosting in. Not going to see Fears quite yet. 1-on-2. And on the opposite side, Crim is just watching the back door. So very nice setup from the 2 players on OpTic. Let's go over to Fears here.
Fears, is he just going to go for it? And doesn't matter. He goes down. OpTic Gaming 2 rounds to 1 here on Search and Destroy. Solar, Crim Well, I mean, he's a Crim bot anyway, so you don't really expect to see expression from him, although he did smile yesterday.
He did.
And it was caught on picture too, so we have photographic evidence of a wild Crim smiling.
Crim should be smiling so far, 5-1.
Right. It's amazing the polar difference that Crim is playing in Search and Destroy compared to the past couple of days and today. And that probably explains why OpTic Gaming are doing so well in Search today.
Double stuns here for Legal. He was the player to draw first blood on their first attacking round, taking out Nate Shot, the sniper. This time does not push quite as far. Action going down in the middle, and look at the flank coming in here. Crim back to his aggressive ways. Does he get caught? No, nice escape. Legal is dropped.
Recognized there was another player around this, so that's why he's jumped straight back up. And there's the assist. Nate Shot and Formal both getting kills, but Ricky, right at the back of the map, is going to use that cloak. There is a teammates with him, but you can see, thanks to COD vision, that Scumpy is just mulling around that bomb site.
Yeah, Ricky and Fears taking their time. They got plenty to work with. 45 on the clock here in round number 4. Prophecy trying to tie things up at 2 apiece. And this bomb is moving forward. Ricky trying to get an angle, and there's a sniper to the face to greet him. Formal waiting, and he is going to get both. I hope we see the double here in the kill cam.
Yeah, nice accuracy coming out from Formal there. I don't think we're going to get to see the first one, but you see him just pull his weapon away, but that's the accuracy on the second. Formal 4 and 3 as well. Crim still 5 and 1, but Formal now on a 3-kill streak bucket.
He got one with a sniper, switched over to the bow to finish that round. OpTic cruising here on the main stage today. And Formal, I got to show this, man, after picking up those last 2. What loadout is he going to go with? He puts on the camo, also has the mute.
Lots of camo. Lots of camo.
Action already on the opposite side of the map. They lost one. Crim answers back. And here's a second fight. Full red Crim needs some health back. Formal trying to get in position to assist. Shots from the top, won't be able to finish. Ricky
so
just staying alive, and now Formal left in a 1v3.
And that was unfortunate as well, because Crim did actually go down there. Formal wasn't able to pick up that kill, and as you said, it's a 1 versus 3 situation. You've got Fears, Ricky, and Parasite up for Team Prophecy, and this is a round they can't really afford to throw away. You don't want Formal clutching a 1v3, and that's it going to 4-1 in rounds.
Keep your eyes on this mini-map. See Formal's in his first engagement, does go back to challenge Ricky. Ricky will shut him down 3-2. Prof still fighting. And here's Ricky in your round-ending kill cam. Solid shots. Just waits for Formal to push out.
Both players one shot. That was just who could get the last shot off essentially there, and Ricky comes out on top. Refused to stop firing.
Yeah, he just held down that button.
Yeah, he's like, yep, I'm just holding down RT. I'm not stopping now. 3 rounds to 2, though, still in favor of OpTic Gaming. Crim 6 and 2, leading the charge for the green wall.
Parasite wants to get aggressive here, man.
You reckon?
He's thrown on camo. He's got his overclock already boosted. He's working with Legal. This is what we saw in their first attacking round, and it seems to work again. Legal gets first blood on Formal. Parasite staying in the action, trying to answer back. Fears picks up 2. Just like that, it's all up to Crim, and what a play call there from Prophecy.
That was an incredible play call. You saw it. Parasite just switch out his class a little bit. That overclock rush straight to the bomb site is kind of what we saw last round, as you said, Puckett. And next thing you know, you blinked and everyone from OpTic Gaming is dead.
I like the mad rush. All tied up after winning 2 in a row. Prophecy trying to take the lead here for the first time in this game. OpTic on the opposite end. We're going to go over to Formal here off the break. And actually, let's see Crim. 7 and 3. Crim has been the man.
What's he up to then? So he has that cloak and also mute on his exosuit. So no crazy rush, but he is getting aggressive, and I think is that Ricky up top at the very back of the map there? I think it may have been, but Ricky's actually gone down. It was Formal who picked him up with a sniper rifle.
One player watching the flank. That is Formal's job. Gonna find one. Nice play here. Formal already with 2. There is his 3rd kill in this round, going for the ace. Last man standing, Parasite.
Yeah, Parasite, and he is going to get the kill on Nade Shot. As Crim just slowly peeking around the corner. Crim backs off.
Back over to Parasite now as he is able to survive that engagement. And there's a player to his left, cut down 4-3. OpTic retakes the lead.
Yep. That's again an important round. You don't want to allow a player to go massive with a 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 clutch. You need to just shut them down, especially a player like Parasite who is capable of doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
Very, very talented search and destroy player. 4 out of 3, though, as you said, Puckett, in favor of OpTic Gaming.
If you're Prof, do you just go with this all-out rush again? Because both times you've done it on the attack, it's worked.
I feel like you could, but if I'm OpTic Gaming, I'm expecting it now. You know, you've done it twice. I'm going to play a little bit passive. I'm just going to wait for you to run at me. That'll be the difference.
There's a player on the flank. Shots coming in from Nade Shot. Ricky working with Fierce. Fierce taking fire. Ricky saves him. And now it's going to be up to Fierce. One-on-one versus Formal. You get Formal. I'll stay on board with Fierce.
And there you go, the 1 versus 1 screen. Formal desperately trying to hunt him down. I think Formal is going to see him as he goes for the double jump. And Formal wins the gunfight. 5 rounds to 3 in favor of OpTic Gaming. And Formal, another day in the office.
He got a 3-kill round previously, now on a 5 streak after picking up 2 more. He's really heating up at the end, just now passing Krim on our leaderboard. We'll see who's gonna finish on top. Last time Krim was playing S&D, he put up 12 and 5. I wanna see what he's up to here going in to round number 9.
Krim, as you said, 7 and 4, desperately trying to chase that first place spot. How are Prof gonna play? You see,
look at the cameras.
Oh, look at that.
The cloak train just pumping through.
That was crazy. Everyone just goes invis. They just run straight through. Scump picks up 2 kills to kick off this round. That's gonna leave Parasite all by himself.
Scumpy
it's a
going for the
1
ace.
versus 4. Scump, as you said, looking for that ace, but Parasite is gonna shut down Krim. Can he get this 1 versus 4? This would be huge.
Parasite shots up top. Here comes Scump, and there it is.
Scumpy ace right there to finish up. And there you go. He knows it's over. The momentum and the hype that's in the OpTic Gaming booth right now is just scary.
The coolest part of that was it looked like 2 players were assisting him in all 3 kills. Yep. The 4-man push. All 4 members of OpTic running in a straight line. What can you do about it? They just melted that final round.
It was entertaining as well because they all put on cloak too. So it was like an invis train of OpTic Gaming players following each other. Entertaining stuff.
All right, well, Ben, enough from us here at the desk. Let's send it over to our analysts. Guys, what did you think of OpTic's S&D?
I mean, Ray, their S&D game, I think, looks a lot better than before. I mean, just looking at it, Krim, I think, is playing much better in S&D. Looked really aggressive the last few days, and, just kind of getting that first blood. And also, what I want to talk about, strong B pushes from Prophecy. We saw some good stuff out of them, but I think, Formal went huge in that 1v1 clutch against Fears.
I mean, yeah, we just saw pretty much all 4 players from OpTic having their moments in that map. Scum got an ace, Formal got close to an ace, Krim got an ace. I think it's really the point where all of them are coming together and playing as a team and just, the slaying has been insane, right? It's just, when you look at that team in general, it's just scary.
Yeah, I know, and Scump with that ace in the last round. Then, just to touch on the first map on the hard point, me and you were sitting here talking, obviously, Fears and Parasite still running those greedy classes with the 2 exo abilities. And then, OpTic to slaying. It was plus 23 in favor of OpTic in the slaying department, and a lot of that was from, Formal and Scump.
Right, it's the biggest difference we saw from earlier when Prof was playing the earlier match. They had a good spread, but they were out slaying as well.
Yeah.
Now they had a good spread, but they weren't out slaying, and they, at this point, it's the same thing as we talked about earlier, right? 85% probably. At this tournament, every single match we've seen a hard point, the team that outslayed and won the map, regardless if it's 4 points or like 100 points or so in that map.
Right, and Prophecy was rotating correctly on that map. We were watching, obviously the mini map most of the time, and we can see that they're rotating properly. They're just not picking up the kills. OpTic definitely moving much better as a team. But if we can bring up the telestrator for retreat, we were just talking about, that lobby hill. That's really what it came down to. OpTic got a ton of time on that one.
Right, and it's really the point that OpTic was actually getting the spawns every time, and the casters will actually point that out, where OpTic was actually staying alive in the back, even though some of the players are getting slayed, pushing towards the hard point. There was also a player alive in the back keeping that spawn point for them, and he was anchoring that spot, and that's really what made the difference. They got so much more time. They were able to replenish their teammates back and forth, left and right, through every door to hard point quicker than Prophecy was.
Yeah, exactly. Prophecy got there first. They ended up kind of turtling up in the hill and never really actually playing for the spawn. So right there was very difficult for them to gain control. So OpTic Gaming is actually going to go up 2-0 in this series against Prophecy. When we come back, we will have the 3rd map.